Hey there! Welcome to the update for September 2022. A lot has happened this month. I've started on a new job, which takes a lot of my time, which means that it will most likely take me a lot longer to finish episodes now. But I will still work on them and they will still come out. So I suppose I'll get it to work either way. I had one of the greatest Half-Life 2 experiences with a new game that most of you probably already know at this point, but I would like to shout it out. Entropy Zero 2. This game is a freaking godsend to the Half-Life 2 community. And it blows my mind that this game is free. At least when I played it, it was free on Steam. Because there's so much value in this beast here. So yeah, definitely give that one a try. I just put out episode 7, and thank you guys for the amazing feedback you gave me. The series is starting to get really interesting now. And thank you so much for all of you who sent me auditions and are helping me bring in more characters to life in this silly series I'm making. I know I haven't been able to cast everyone who sent in an audition, but I am working on writing more episodes and more characters. So I'm sure I'll find a spot for you sometime in the future. The Discord is going great, I think. I had a lot of help from Atticus Vanguard and Replica Films. And thank you so much to everyone who joined. I will put up a new link in the comments for anyone who haven't already joined the Discord server. Alright, let's head on into Machinima news. First up, we've got Marshals in Kurshkov, a trailer by Demo. Demo was the one who made Crossroads, the amazing series with a great atmosphere. I talked about that in another update video. This looks really promising. Looks to be like an investigative thriller sort of thing, which is a fresh addition to the Gmod Machinima community. So I'm looking forward to see what this one has to offer. Next up, we got another trailer, this time by Splundermon, who has made his return to the Gmod Machinima scene with another addition to his GMCA series. This one is called Sector Zero. Once again, we go into a first-person perspective, and from what we can see from this trailer, it looks really smooth, skilled animation, and hopefully it's going to kick ass. So, looking forward to that one as well. Lastly, I want to mention, because this guy hasn't made a video in over 8 months, but I would like to mention Mask Animations, simply because he's made amazing Garry's Mod animations. And hopefully he will come back to the scene at some point. But if you guys are a fan of Joacons, who I talked about in one of the other updates, with his amazing animation skills, you would love this guy as well. Alright, let's head right into the questions. First off, we got Andreas Bahn with a good handful of questions this time around as well. Do you travel? And if so, do you have a favorite place to visit? I don't really travel that much. Once every summer, me and my friends go canoeing in Sweden. We've done that for a few years now, and I love doing that in the summertime. In the same vein, is there a place you've always wanted to go, and why? I've always wanted to go to New Zealand, simply because the Lord of the Rings trilogy was filmed there, and I would love to see that amazing nature. Also, some parts of the United States has amazing nature spots that I would like to see, like the Grand Canyon and the wilderness in the northern Canada as well. I would love to see that, get as far away from civilization as possible. So yeah, that's definitely on the bucket list. Any favorite movies? Well, The Lord of the Rings is an all-time classic, which is that more apparent now after the shit show that Amazon pulled off. I'm not even going to talk about that. What else? Favorite movies? Back to the Future never gets old for me. I'm sure there's something else. Alien and Aliens. I'm a huge fan of those two movies. And The Thing and John Carpenter's They Live is also one of my favorites. I think I scratched the surface on most of it. I gotta admit to you guys, Titanic is a guilty pleasure for me. I think that is an amazing movie. Really well put together. I absolutely love that film. I am also a huge fan of James Cameron, so that makes sense. I also did like Avatar when it came out in 2009, despite what everyone else said. I really like that movie as well. I just love to see creative works, and I think Avatar was very creative, even though it's a classic theme it went with. I didn't mind that at all. Alright, let's move on. What's your favorite activity in Garry's Mod besides animating? I used to love zombie survival back in the day, but The zombie survival scene on Garry's Mod has changed so much. It's become so over the top now. I don't think it's that fun anymore. I did used to love Dark RP as well back in the day, but I don't do that anymore. I only use Garry's Mod to make these videos nowadays. Mostly when I play something, it's Team Fortress or Rocket League. What made you interested in learning to play instruments, and why? My dad. The first time I met my dad, I was around 14 years old. And he was a huge inspiration for me because he was very good at playing guitar. And then he taught me. So when I was 15, I got my first guitar. I just dedicated myself because I really looked up to my old man's guitar skills. And then I found some good friends to play with. And now it's a part of me. And I absolutely love it. Who are you musically inspired by? Oh, that's a tough one. I listen to all sorts of music, but there is one in particular that I really love listening to, which inspires me a lot, and that is Thomas Bergersen. He's one of the co-founders of Two Steps from Hell. I really love his work, and I love to listen to that while I animate, for example. Other than that, I've been hugely inspired by Iron Maiden. One of my newest inspirational sources has been Kishibashi, after I heard I Am the Antichrist to You when I watched Rick and Morty. I think he makes some awesome stuff as well. The next question is from Jeremy Irons. I remember you from back in the day, so awesome to see that you've returned here, and you're still a big fan. I appreciate that. Who is my hero from history? Oh man. Well, the first one that comes to mind, I couldn't remember the name of the guy, but I just googled it. The inventor of insulin. Simply because he refused to put his name on a patent, he thought it was unethical for a doctor to profit from a discovery that would save lives. His name is Sir Frederick G. Banting. But also, I remember a story about a guy. I think it was the Russian guy or something in a submarine, and he single-handedly prevented a nuclear war back in the Cold War, I think, because he was ordered to push the button and attack with nukes or something, and he refused to do it. One hell of a hero as well. From what I know about history, that's the heroes I can recollect at this point, at least. Alright, the next question is from the Legend Master. I haven't seen you for a while too, so awesome to have you guys back on the channel. And he asked, is there no way to save preset mouth positions for all main sounds regarding me making animations if I needed to do an animation and lip sync on someone who doesn't wear a mask? Is there a way to build up a database of mouth movements and stuff like that? I don't think there is, and if there is, I don't think it would work that well anyway, because they maybe need to do something with the whole body while they talk, so I would need to do it from scratch anyway. I mean, I know there is some lip sync stuff that you can do if you talk through a microphone or something, but I've never really managed to get it to work, and it seems really janky, the end result anyway. So yeah, I think the best bet right now is just to do what I'm doing now with the masked characters. And if I get one or two people who doesn't wear a mask, then I can try it out there. But yeah, let's see. The next question is from Dilly D22. He wants to know if I have any thoughts on why Machinima went downhill. Is it just a change in interest of viewers, or is it something else? I think the whole Machinima thing was a phenomena that started way back in like 2003 or something with Red vs. Blue. And then it peaked a decade ago. And everyone who was involved in Machinima making back then are in their 30s now or older. It's just one of those things that became really popular and had their place in history, like so many other things. And it is a shame. I've always adored creativity. And everything I see on YouTube now isn't really that creative as opposed to when I started out with YouTube so many years ago. It's just about something else now. It's about views and getting those views as easy as possible. And that just means that people put out easy to make stuff like reaction videos or let's plays, stuff like that. That doesn't take that much effort. And why put a lot of effort in this? I mean, why should I put so much effort in making Space Quest, for example, when it doesn't even get 1,000 views? But that's because I love it. I know I'm not able to live off of YouTube. I couldn't see myself create videos like that. I make this stuff because I love doing it and I think it's fun. And I love to get you guys' reactions to it. And ever since I was a kid, I love to create narratives and engaging stories. And maybe Machinima will never be as popular as it once was. I don't think it will. But I think that the community that are still interested still stands strong. I mean, everybody gets older and get busy with their lives and their jobs. And maybe they get kids of their own and stuff like that. But that's not my plan, at least. I don't plan to have kids. So I can do this till I become an old grumpy man. But I think that's the main reason. People get older. People get busy with their lives. Just one of those things that wasn't made to last. At least not in popularity like that. But hey, at least we still got a community. And we can do so much stuff with this engine. Even though the graphics are shit. We have a mod community who's made tools for us to create all sorts of stuff. And tell all kinds of stories. And make all sorts of videos. And I think that in itself is timeless. I don't care that the graphics are bad. It's not that bad. Everyone wants the graphics to be so goddamn realistic all the time. Yeah, that's fine, but at least in my own personal view, that misses the point of a video game. I don't want video games to be full-on realistic. I mean, Red Dead Redemption 2 was a great game, but sometimes I thought it was too realistic. So realistic that it wasn't that fun at times. That's just my take. I hope that answered your question. I got off on a tangent there. Let's just move on. The next question is from George Corey The Rock. What is your hated map or loved map for TF2? I don't think I hate any map. Well, maybe Thunder Mountain. I never play that. Most beloved maps for TF2 is gotta be Two Fort, Pierre, Upward, Borneo, Badlands, Turbine, Gorge. The list goes on. Second question, how do you feel about Sandbox? Well, I'm looking very much forward to see what it can do. I don't think it's going to be anywhere near the Garry's Mod. I think it's going to be its own thing and not relying on Source 2, but I'm not sure. I don't know so much about it yet, but I look forward to it with great interest. Okay, next question is from Back Alley Productions. Have you ever got into a fight, Sander? Yeah, one time I got into a fight. I can recommend that. The last question is from Stoutminer1. Cheese. Well, I like cheese, at least when it's melted. Thoughts about Source Filmmaker? Well, I did try Source Filmmaker, and it was so hard for my brain to get it to work properly. I think it's a great tool. I just wish I knew more about it. But I think if I started to make videos in Source Filmmaker, it would look so much better, but it would take so much longer for me to finish anything. So yeah, that's the gist of it. Alright, that was all the questions. Thank you so much for watching and sticking with me here. I'll do my best to finish the next episode as fast as possible. I do have plans to release a song officially, I mean on Spotify and all that. An instrumental song here in the coming winter times. So I will shift a lot of my focus on that once the time arrives. As I need to mix and master everything myself. But that's a dream of mine, to publish my own music and be able to create it myself. So yeah, hopefully I'll get this next episode done before that, and hopefully the next one as well. Until next time guys, have a good one.